What's up, everybody? It's your pal, the Coin Guy, coming at you from another fun location. I'm in Bratislava today. I am at the Bratislava Castle, or the Bratislavski Hrada. My apologies, my Slovak is basically non-existent. I'm here because they've got archaeological stuff, they've got historical stuff, they've got coins, and we'll see what we can see. We're on the banks of the Danube, so very beautiful scenery. So come on, let's have some fun.
So the first exhibit that they have is about the Romans in Slovakia. And it's very well presented, and I love that the first thing they start out with is actually the Putinger table, which is an old map that basically shows the entirety of the Roman Empire. So, of course, on this map, you can see various important cities, such as Alexandria, of course, Rome. You can see it's that dot there, right in the center. And also they pointed out where, Bratislava or Slovakia would have been, that dot way over there. And this is really awesome because it gives you some good context to what's actually going on here, because Slovakia would have been part of the Roman limes, basically the frontier. And there's been some very interesting publications that are actually now open access, and I will post them in a link underneath. And it's nice because they present a number of coins, and they actually present them kind of in the context of where they were found. So it's not just simply, here's a nice gold coin, but here's a nice gold coin that was found in Bratislava or in other parts of Slovakia. And they've got some cool stuff like this, like bits of helmet that have been preserved and crumpled up. And of course, they also put it within the context of, the pottery and stuff like that it was found in. And I love when museums do this sort of thing, like they give you a tools that you can actually kind of look at the coins up close, which is professionally what we do. We have, small magnifying glasses, and we actually try and look at them a little bit closer, It's a very good way for the local people and anybody visiting this museum to actually understand kind of what we do when we do our thing. And no, this is not an old iPhone, although it may have served the same purpose. It is, in fact, a writing tablet. And you also get these skeletons, which, although creepy, is really useful for our understanding of how these things are found. You get these hoards as well. Of course, hoards are arguably one of the most useful tools for archaeologists because they give you a lot of coins in one place. They allow us to date things because we can at least say these things are all from the same spot in the same time period. And also things like this where the coins have been used as a necklace, which really shows you how coins could be used. This is quite exciting as well. It's a leather pouch, and the leather is actually still there. So the coins were found in a cave by a group that was spelunking. They found this, and they found a little pouch of coins. And it is still here with us today. Of course, the museum is in an old castle. I mean, it was a functioning castle for a very long time, and you do still see bits and pieces of it. Although obviously now it's just a museum. Again, they do have a lot dedicated to the more kind of, shall we say, modern history of Slovakia, the creation of Slovakia as a country. And they do have special exhibits just on that. So beyond the stuff about Roman Slovakia, Roman Bratislava, they also have stuff about basically the history of the country as a whole. So they go from Neolithic all the way to modern. Here you can see some Bronze Age stuff. And they got weapons, they got coins, they've got jewelry, they've got ceramics. Ooh, pretty red ceramics. Some fun-looking arrowheads, all sorts of things. This is actually cool because it's something I've never seen before. It's called a hryvnia. It's also where Ukraine gets the name for their current currency. It's a weight system, also used as a currency back during the Middle Ages.
ktorý založil viac ako 1075. Kláštory sa stali popri kapitulách strediskami vzdelaností a mnohé z nich zohrali aj úlohu hodnoverného miesta. Vďaka svojim zväzkom so západnými a južnými oblasťami Európy oslovilo blízkeho i širšieho okolia. Podobne ako pri kapitulách a farách, aj pri kláštoroch vznikali školy. Ondrej II. V roku 1000 mal na deložku. Vážnym a pustošivým zásahom bol mongolských švár v roku 1241 až 1242 a rozvoj miest, rozšírenie nových technológií a rozvoj remesiel. Zmeny nastali vo výstavách dorozdov.
Okay, so this is actually one of the coolest things I've ever seen on display in a museum from a numismatic point of view. It's, according to the description, it's actually a medieval forgery. So yeah, this is why you get like these coins like this sometimes that have been cut, or they're, they're not made exactly the way they're supposed to be. It's because they're actually forged. So these are not official coins, but they try to pass them off. Sometimes by including more lead so you can get the right weight. Sometimes just by using like a die that was stolen. There's actually a lot of different ways to do it. That's a whole nother video. But this is very cool to actually see this on display. I've never actually seen this in person. So, hurrah.
So I also had a nice little coffee at the cafe, along with some books that I bought. So about the coin finds in Bratislava Castle, as well as the exhibition book for the Roman exhibit, because it's got great photos. I also bought the book for the Celtic exhibit, which is the next part. So underneath the castle, they actually have an exhibit about Celtic Bratislava and Celtic Slovakia. So they've got a number of finds that were actually found on the castle grounds when it was excavated, or I guess when they were doing some repairs. Some nice beads, some coins, some ceramics. They have some displays as well, but like what life was like. And these give you a really good contextual understanding of how archaeology works and also what life was like. They also have a couple little displays of, what a house would have looked like during that time period. And you can see in some other parts of the exhibit where they have stuff where like kids can try on little outfits and draw and stuff like that, which is great because, again, A lot of times we don't talk about that aspect of archaeology, but it is very important. So I absolutely love the way that they've shown the hoards in this, because it really gives you a context to how these things were found, what they were found with, and what does this mean. And because hoards really help us with the typologies like what you see here. It makes our life a lot easier, and we can actually interpret them. So something else that they've done, which is very cool, is underneath part of the castle, they have what's remaining of the old walls and the old settlement. And this is contextualized because above this is actually the palace gardens. So it really helps you understand that, like, underneath this are ruins, are the old ruins of what was here.
So there you have it. That was Bratislava Castle, or Bratislavski Hrada. Again, I hope I got that right. If I didn't, sorry. My apologies to my Slovak friends. All two of them, to be honest. Yeah, so you can see the old town behind me, actually, which is where I'm heading next. You can see the lovely church. And that's it for today. So I hope everybody learned something. I hope you saw something cool that you want to visit yourselves. And yeah, if you're ever in Bratislava, check this place out. I think I spent a good 3 hours here. It's definitely worth the visit. See everyone next time.